All right, Daryl Live coming to you from Southern California here. Happy Monday morning. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:16 to be exact, California time. It is February 10th, 2020. All right, communism at the 92nd Oscars last night. Can you believe it? Communism. Yeah. I'm going to entitle this very, very interesting. Communism at 92nd Oscars. Antichrist is a communist. Oh yeah. I mean, did you see it? I was multitasking last night. My whole day yesterday was busy, and my schedule was rearranged. But when I saw this, I thought, what? Now, of course, Brad Pitt is complaining yesterday. I think Brad Pitt came up for the first award, maybe it was second award. Anyways, he got a supporting actor role in something about Hollywood, right? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, okay. So he's all happy. Oh, it's my first Oscar for acting, blah, 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 blah. He could have been nice about it. He could have gotten off stage, but he couldn't close his mouth. Now he has to talk about he was upset that there was no witnesses during the impeachment trial. Well, boo-hoo. Now everybody knows, I guess they should know that Brad Pitt was married to Angelina Jolie. I don't know if their divorce went through or not. Whatever. I think it did. But John Voight, the conservative, maybe not in his acting too much, but in his policies and his beliefs behind the scenes, and I guess on social media now. John Voight, who is the father of Angelina Jolie, right? The ex-father, not. Well, he loves Trump, but apparently Brad Pitt does not, which is, kind of strange because Brad Pitt grew up with a Christian, I guess, background. Yeah. Maybe that ticked him off. Maybe that got him, the devil attacks Christians and their kids. Hello? So maybe it was too religiously weird. And so Brad Pitt throws off Jesus Christ and just goes totally liberal, right? Totally antichrist because maybe he associated crazy religion with Jesus. Never do that. Never associate crazy religion with Jesus. All right, don't do that. I have my Bible verse of the day talking about that yesterday. Yeah, and I have it posted this morning on my website with the commentary on that. Yeah. No. They asked Jesus, "What shall we do? What shall we do?" Jesus said, "This is what you need to do. You need to believe on him, whom God has sent." That's Jesus Christ. Yeah. People are always wondering, do I got to join the Catholic Church? Do I have to join the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witnesses? Do I have to become a Muslim? A Buddhist, a Hindu? Blah, 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 blah. No, you believe on him, right? Watch my commentary. I'll read my commentary on DarylLawsonLive.com. All right, back to this. Communism at the 92nd Oscars. Excuse me. Antichrist, the communist. Yeah, Barack Obama is the Antichrist. So when I read this, it's just more proof over and over that Barack Obama is a communist. It's cray-cray, but it's true. And right in your face last night at the 92nd Oscars, you can see the headlines today proving, and if you watched it last night or you can review it, you can see that Barack Obama is a communist. You can see Barack Obama is a communist. Because I tell you one more time, Barack Obama is a commie. Yeah. And it's not that difficult to understand that if you know that the New World Order is communist. Yeah, the Vatican, which runs the New World Order, the Vatican, which runs the New World Order, the Vatican that runs the New World Order, the deep state, is communist. So, duh. But Barack Obama keeps on coming out and showing his true colors, which is red. Nothing wrong with the color red, but he's a communist. Barack Obama, if you do the research on Barack Obama, the former president, number 44, they should have called him 666. Yeah, but anyways, 44th president just before Trump. I mean, they called him, he's known as a red diaper baby. Red diaper baby. What does that mean? That means that Barack Obama's parents were communists. His mentor, Frank Marshall Davis, communist. He grew up quoting and living a communist life. He's still communist. Of course he is. Well, the deep state is communism, right? Yeah, and fascism and communism are just different forms of each other. All right, what are you talking about? Well, here's some of the headlines. Thanks for asking. Okay, here, Obama produced film. Last night wins Oscar. What? Producer quotes Communist Manifesto. What the? In acceptance speech. Obama praises it. Let me read that again. DailyWire.com. Just thought I'd mention it, Bob. Obama produced film wins Oscar. That's not really the main point. Producer quotes Communist Manifesto in their acceptance speech. Obama praises. What? Okay, I just thought I'd mention that. Here's Political Insider. I'm going to read from that. Obama documentary, Oscar winner quotes Communist Manifesto. Workers of the world unite. What the? PoliticalInsider.com, hot off the press. The filmmaker for a documentary that former President Barack Obama produced quoted one of Karl Marx's most famous Communist Manifesto lines last night during her Oscars acceptance speech Sunday night. What the? Creepy. I'm telling you, if you don't understand this or you're not paying attention, pay attention. Barack Obama is a communist. Hollywood is basically a communist regime. The Vatican, which runs the deep state, the New World Order, is communist, which is a different form of fascism. Sure. I mean, who brought Hitler in? If you look at Hitler, rise to power, Hitler's rise to power, it was the Vatican that brought Hitler to power, kept him in power, and then after the war, he didn't commit suicide. He was brought down to South America, where he lived out his days to an old man. Not too old man, but as an old man. Sure. You can see that. It's FBI reports, CIA reports. Just go look. The History Channel had that a year or so ago. That had a whole special on how Hitler never died in a bunker of suicide after World War II. The Vatican and the Red Cross, by the way, which is kind of creepy. The Vatican helped Hitler get out of town. Yeah, planes, submarines, U-boats, blah 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 blah. South America, where there's a huge Argentinian amalgamation of fascists, Nazis down in South America. Yeah, still is. I'm just saying. You can see the house where Hitler lived, houses where Hitler lived. Yeah, I did a video on that. Yeah, hunting Hitler, I think they called it on History Channel. Yeah, it's really hunting the Vatican, helping Hitler, but really, yeah. And you can see all his little rat routes. How the Nazis and Hitler got out of Germany after World War II. I'm just saying, different identities, blah, 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 blah. Why I'm mentioning that? Because last night, again, 92nd Oscars unveiled that Obama is a communist. Yeah. Here's one from Breitbart.com. By the way, you know what's really weird? Breitbart had a heart attack, right? Years ago. Some people thought he was murdered. The author, the founder of Breitbart.com. All right. Well, apparently, didn't his father just get hit in LA? Yeah, right? Didn't he just get killed in LA by hit and run? Well, that was Breitbart's wife's father, which I thought was kind of weird. Being LA hit and run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his last name. Now, he was 90-ish, right? Orson Bean. Yeah, that's what I said. Not Mr. Bean, but yeah. Well, I guess he is Mr. Bean, but not the Mr. Bean. He was a comedian. Okay, actor. Well, he is a comedian too. Okay, actor, comedian Orson Bean. 91, hit and killed by car in LA. But he was related to Andrew Breitbart, who was possibly murdered because he had dirt. They said it was a heart attack. He was coming home late one night and he had a heart attack. It was convenient, right? Andrew Breitbart. But apparently the next day, that very day, Andrew Breitbart, the conservative, I think he's Jewish. Was Jewish, is Jewish, yeah. Didn't make it home, died. Yeah. But that day he was supposed to come up with dirt information videos on the Antichrist. Well, I call him the Antichrist because he is, but biblically speaking, but Barack Obama, yeah. Here's one. Actor, comedian Orson Bean, 91, hit and killed by car in LA. Well, it's kind of weird. But then you read into it, Orson Bean, the witty actor and comedian, was hit and killed by a car in LA. Authorities said he was 91. The LA coroner's office confirmed Bean's Friday night death, just last Friday. It's being investigated as a traffic-related fatality. Blah, 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 blah. A man was walking in the Venice neighborhood when he was clipped by a vehicle. That was him. LA Police Department, told stations. A second driver then struck him in what police said was the fatal collision. So he was hit twice. Eyewitness accounts, okay. They talk about he appeared in a number of films. Okay, that's nice. Anatomy of Murder, being John Malkovich. Subways are for sleeping. They remember him for TV appearances. But he was related to Breitbart through marriage. Yeah, no, yes, maybe so. I'm going to skip down here. Bean's style appeared to both Jack Paar and Johnny Carson. He appeared on the Tonight Show 200 times. You know what's really weird about this? In his early career, he was hobbled for a time when he found himself on the Hollywood blacklist in the early years of the Cold War. Well, you know what that was about? That was about communism. It says, basically, I was blacklisted, he said, because I had a cute communist girlfriend. He explained in an 01 interview, I stopped working on TV for a year. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Then his career resumed, blah, blah, blah. Then it says, meanwhile, his politics turned more conservative. This is where it gets interesting. This is from usnews.com from Friday. Meanwhile, his politics turned more conservative. So you got blacklisting, remember that? From communism. Then he becomes conservative. It says he became related to a leading right-wing commentator, Andrew Breitbart. When his daughter, Susanna, married him, Breitbart died in 2012. Or was murdered. I think he was murdered. Because I think it's just too weirdly connected that Andrew Breitbart had dirt and was coming out that day, that next morning, that day with information on Barack Obama, and actually did make it home, had a heart attack. Breitbart died in 2012, and so he's related through marriage, his daughter. And Steve Bannon, later a top advisor to Donald Trump, took over Breitbart's website, for which Bean, this guy, penned occasional columns. So it might have, well, he just got hit by a car in LA this weekend. Just happens to be the 92nd, Oscars where Barack Obama, the Antichrist, was getting a communist award. I'm just saying, is that weird? For which Bean had penned occasional columns for Breitbart, or Breitbart.com. Well, nothing to see there, Bob, but nothing to see. Okay, back to this article. Speaking about Breitbart now, because I'm reading from Breitbart.com right now. It says here, Obama's Oscar-winning American Factory. That's the name of the documentary. It's crappy. I saw parts of it. It's like, and by the way, they don't mention that Barack Obama, who had input, or at least his name on this film, they didn't actually. I was looking. They didn't mention him last night, but I knew he was in on it. I knew that Barack Obama was in on this film documentary. I knew this for months, and I thought, well, I wonder if they're going to mention him last night. They didn't mention Barack Obama's name last night, which I think was weird. But they do mention a line from the Communist Manifesto, and everybody, it's like you gotta put the pieces together. Obama's Oscar-winning last night documentary, American Factory, omits his own role in Ohio factory closings or factories closing. So they don't mention the documentary, how that Well, I like the Breitbart article I'm going to read from here. They don't mention the fact that Barack Obama actually caused the closing of this factory. His presidency. Sucker. Okay, let me read from this first because I think it gives a little background that I want to get to. Barack Obama, the Antichrist. Former President Barack Obama played a direct role in the hardships of the workers featured in American Factory, this documentary that won an Oscar last night, the Oscar-winning documentary. His new production company produced. So Barack Obama's new production company produces this film, American Factory, which I thought was crap, by the way. Can I just say crap? I just did, yeah. And he gets an Oscar last night. They don't mention him, which I think is weird. But they do mention communism last night, which is also weird. The former president and first lady, Michelle Obama, are celebrating the Oscar win for their new production company. Listen, why would Barack Obama get into a production company? Well, I don't think Barack Obama is hardworking. I think he's a lazy bum. All right. And he's the Antichrist. So what do you expect? Opposite of the scriptures. He's the anti-scriptures, anti-Christian, Antichrist. Yeah, he is the. So, but they put his name on stuff and they get him involved. Who's they? The deep state. In order to keep his name out there or his face out there or association out there for his return into politics one of these days for 42 months. That's what Revelation chapter 13 says. It's the image of the beast. All right. The former president and first lady, Michelle Obama, are celebrating the Oscar win. Which is weird they didn't mention their name last night. Well, they don't want to make it too obvious. They still want to put it out there so subconsciously and consciously people, oh, yeah, that's Obama. He wasn't named last night, but the Manifesto, Communism was, mentioned last night. So he's still hiding for his right reappearing. Yeah, creepy. The former president and first lady, Michelle Obama, celebrating their Oscar win for their new production company, Higher Ground. Can you believe that Barack Obama's production company is called Higher Ground? How about sewer? The sewer ground. How about crappy ground? How about demonic ground? Yeah. Higher ground. It's like Michelle's book called Becoming. Why would Michelle Obama write a book called Becoming? It is hiding in plain sight her transition, I believe, from a man to a woman. Becoming a woman. And of course they laugh right at your face by using those names. Becoming what? Becoming the Antichrist's wife. Becoming listen, Daryl, don't you love the LGBTQ community people? Did I say I don't love that? I just will not agree with anti-biblical sexual behavior. Like it or lump it. Doesn't mean you hate the people. Disagreement does not mean hate. The LGBTQ communities, they don't have a better friend than I am because the Bible teaches me to love Jesus and love my neighbor as myself, including the LGBTQ communities. Yeah. That doesn't say I have to agree with that, but I do love them and pray for them, but I don't agree with their behavior. Yeah. I mean, you want to see all the wingnuts come out last night? Whoa! At the Oscars? Yeah. Wow. Wow. But this was creepy. So Barack Obama, the Antichrist new production company, Netflix, Higher Ground, right? Well, Netflix is working in cooperation with them, which saw American Factory win Best Documentary. Featured last night, Sunday evening. The film follows the travails of a shuttered General Motors factory in Ohio, right? So the company closes and reopened by Chinese investors, which I also think is kind of creepy because now we have the whole Wuhan virus, right? Epicentered there in China, which I think is also very strangely occurring. All right, you have Barack Obama, the communist, running helping, basically putting his name on a documentary about American Factory and a connection with China, which, the connection right now is really weird because everybody on the planet is talking about China and the coronavirus. So that's even more weird. Well, every time you talk about Barack Obama, there is weirdness involved. Yeah, high-level weirdness, deception. Yeah. The film, the documentary, follows the travails of a closed General GM factory, General Motors factory in Ohio that is reopened by Chinese investors. That's creepy. Who saved American jobs, but encounter cultural and economic clashes with American workers. Now, translated as Barack Obama hates America. Can I say that again? Barack Obama hates America. Barack Obama loves communism. Barack Obama hates America, hates open free trade, free markets, loves communism. That's really what it's talking about and pushing. Yeah. I'll say this, with the whole Wuhan virus going on right now, I've done videos on it, by the way. If you haven't seen my videos on it, just go onto my YouTube channel and my Facebook videos that I've done as well. I did one called Coronavirus Engineered for the Asians? Question mark. Yeah, I think I did that one on Friday. Yeah, take a look at that. Yeah, it's really weird because they say that Asians are very highly susceptible. Out of all the cultural or race groups, Asians are very susceptible to this. So is it a bioweapon? Looks like it, in my humble estimation. And then you have the whole timing of the whole Wuhan virus, which is very strange because you have Tesla coming out, Elon Musk with his companies, it was company Tesla, Elon Musk making his new cars in China. So now his factories are closed because of the Wuhan virus, which you got to listen, the whole American car company, Ford, et cetera, GM, Elon Musk has passed them all combined. So these car companies, the American car companies, they're not run by themselves, in my estimation. They're run by the CIA, which is run by the Vatican. The Vatican, these companies, I believe, are run by the Vatican through front men, this, that, and the other. Yeah, so I believe when Elon Musk bypasses and has more control or more money coming in or high value than the American car companies, the Vatican gets upset, which I also think is kind of strange because just before the virus went viral, pun intended, the Wuhan virus, Elon Musk was kicking the American car companies' butts. Bye-bye. And then just started opening his new factory in China, which is now closed because of the virus. Then on top of that strangeness, you have Trump signing the first phase of a Chinese free trade deal, right? Which is now kind of stalled because of the Wuhan virus. So, just what? With what? And if you scroll down my videos, you can also see, here's one. 3 months before the Wuhan virus hit, the U.S. was already preparing for it. Pardon me. And then I have another video. I did that one, 3 months before the Wuhan virus hit. That one I did on January 26, 2020. 3 months. The U.S. health experts were hosting fictional scenarios of a virus epidemic. Yeah, that would hit. Pandemic. And all pointing to the Wuhan virus. So, what? And now, Trump just said that he's trying to find the how this virus actually started. Where did it start? Where did it come from? Which I think they'll probably try to, hinder that. Trump wants to find out where it came from. And if he has people that are actually, working for him that are not part of the deep state, he might find that it was actually released by the U.S. government in China, one way or another. Yeah, they say, it might have got out of a biological lab in Wuhan, province of China. Well, how did it get out? Well, the Chinese are very sloppy, are they? Or did somebody who was working for the CIA release it? Oh, in your face, on purpose. The timing is very, very suspicious. Now you have Barack Obama, the communist, winning an Oscar last night. Well, they didn't say he won it, but he won it. Yeah, everybody knows. The film follows the closing of a GM factory in Ohio, which is, American workers suck. American business sucks. That is reopened by Chinese investors. Communism reigns. Yeah, communist government. That's what Barack Obama is saying. Barack Obama is saying in his documentary, which he probably didn't do anything and worked on it at all, just had his name on it, is that communism is great. I'll say this, I'll finish my thought on this, that this Wuhan virus may backfire if it was a biological weapon that was released through the Vatican, by the Vatican and its front and companies and spies and this, that, and the other, that it actually might bring down, the Wuhan virus may actually bring down the communist government. Yeah. And bring an open, free election government, like what happened to Russia. So if this was a bioweapon released by the Vatican, and it could backfire and bring down the remnants of communism, because communism has been falling apart in China for a long time. I believe China has been on the pathway that Russia has taken, that Russia broke away. They don't teach it this way, but they should. Instead of saying that communism failed in Russia, the USSR, former USSR, they should actually say it this way, that Russia broke away from the Vatican communism that was implanted or planted in Russia by the Vatican. That's actually what really happened. And I think that's happening right now in China. That the Vatican placed communism in China originally to control that country, lost control of that country. And of course, Barack Obama is a communist, and he exalts communism, and it's like his parents did and his mentors, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that the communism has a virus. The communism has a virus, pun intended. But I think it has been crumbling before the virus, and this virus actually might bring down communism, which actually might cause Russia, which really doesn't bow to the Vatican, to actually help China out of their mess and become an open, democratically elected government, which may follow more into not obeying Vatican, deep state, New World Order regime, but actually be more anti-Vatican if the communist government is even destroyed because of this virus. I read articles this morning how the some articles are stating that this may just, they didn't say it outright, but they are referring to President Jinping, maybe his dynasty, maybe his government falling apart because of this Wuhan virus, which to me, it's kind of, if the forces of darkness, if they probably did, came up with this idea of really trying to spread and destroy and kill and steal, but it may be backfiring, meaning that it may topple the communist government, but only to make the Chinese government open and more strong and anti-New World Order. Oh, just like Russia is. Russia is anti-New World Order. Russia actually fights ISIS for real. Barack Obama never fought ISIS. He said he did, but he never did. He was actually enhancing, building, supplying ISIS, like all like all former U.S. presidents in the past, like the Clintons, like the Bushes, under different names, of course, Al-Qaeda, Muslim Brotherhood, but that's the same thing as ISIS today, or ISIL, or whatever. Yeah, I'm just saying. The film, the documentary that last night won an Oscar, Communist, really. It's really praising communism. Reopened by Chinese investors who save American jobs but encounter cultural and economic clash with American workers. Americans bad, communism good. That's really what it's all about. But as Representative Mike Turner from Ohio, the former mayor of nearby Dayton, Ohio, wrote last year, the movie leaves out President Obama's own role in making life worse for GM workers, American workers. Yeah. Who lost their jobs. Obama's auto bailout, he recalled, helped force the plant's closure. So Obama likes to exalt communism, come against U.S. workers. That's why they hate Trump. The deep state, the Vatican, the New World Order, the liberals, et cetera, they hate Trump because Trump actually wants to fight communism. Trump's domestic policies, in particular, fight communism. Can I just say that again? Oh, Trump's domestic policies fight communism in this country, which is run by the Vatican. Yeah, if you want to make America great again, that's right in the face of communism, because it promotes patriotism. It promotes wage increases. If you do well, you get well. You get more money, right? You reap what you sow. This economy rewards hard workers. That's the opposite of communism. Everybody gets the same. You all have sticks and stones. You all stink. Yeah. One world government. Communism is just a different form of a one world government platform. Yeah, just saying. Former mayor of nearby Dayton, Ohio, who wrote last year the movie leaves out President Obama's own role in making life worse for the GM workers who lost their jobs. Obama's bailout, he recalled, helped force the plant's closure. It made it harder for the workers to find new jobs because his administration was dealing political favors to its favored union allies. And they were in the wrong union. Turner wrote in Wall Street Journal last September about the film's release. It's fascinating at the time it's a fascinating and at times moving film. What's interesting about it, though, is that it never once alludes to the part Mr. Obama played in diminishing the ability of the laid off workers to transfer to other GM plants. The president's role wasn't indirect and isn't a matter of dispute. Wasn't indirect. He did it. His administration bailout deal for GM included a backroom exclusive agreement with the UAW. United Auto Workers. Anyways, so he makes, why would Barack Obama make a film about factory workers? Because he's worshiping and lifting up communism. Quick refresher, the Obama administration auto bailout highly favored the UAW and its members. The GM plant in Moraine was unionized by the IUE-CWA. So despite being one of the top GM facilities for quality, efficiency, and production in the country, it was shuttered. And its employees were put at the back of the line when requesting transfers to other GM plants. Any non-UAW employees looking to transfer were forced to start as new hires, wiping clean any wages, tenure, and benefits built up during the careers at other GM plants. So Barack Obama does this film about communist China coming in. Why? Promoting communism. Now here it talks about Obama just, hurting U.S. workers, and that's what he does. Everything that Barack Obama touches, anything that the communist Barack Obama touches turns to crap. Yeah, the hypocrisy of this Obama-backed film is astounding. Mr. Obama fails to acknowledge his direct role in creating the hardships the workers weathered. And he had nothing whatsoever to do with the plant's reopening. I'm just saying. Is it too simplistic? No, I don't think so. Because I know who Barack Obama is. Turner was incredulous that the film sounds about Obama's administration's policies. How does a nearly 2-hour film telling the story of these workers fail, even to mention the direct role of the co-owner of the film's production company played in creating their hardships? Freak. All right, that's just a little background of it. But let me read here about the Political Insider. Obama documentary Oscar winner quotes Communist Manifesto. The filmmaker for a documentary that former Barack Obama produced quoted one of Karl Marx's most famous Communist Manifesto lines during her Oscars acceptance last night. Workers of the world unite. Julia Reichert, while accepting the award, by the way, I think she has cancer because they came up with bald heads last night, which I think was also kind of strange. There's something, there's this weirdness. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have cancer. I'm not saying that her hair fell out because of chemo or whatever. I'm just saying there's a weirdness with people of the New World Order. And there's also a weirdness of people shaving their heads throughout history. Whether they worked for the priesthood of the Egyptian idol worshippers, 3,500 years ago, whatever, or more. Look at Jeff Bezos. The guy is creepy. Everybody that with a shaved head is not creepy. No, but he's creepy, though. Jeff Bezos is really creepy. And by the way, Trump and Bezos don't get along. And I don't think it's really about policy as much about spirits that control each person. I think the Holy Spirit helps Trump, and I think the forces of darkness help Jeff Bezos. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is worth 150 billion, I think, 160 billion. And that was after his divorce. So it was double that, right? No, maybe so. Yeah, sure. He's just creepy. Jeff Bezos is creepy. And the reason why Jeff Bezos, like, hey, I love Amazon. Don't get me wrong. I use it all the time. But doesn't mean I agree with Jeff Bezos. I mean, the guy is really creepy. When you find out that Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, got into bed with the CIA to create Amazon, that's creepy. And to this day, he was at the work last night. But he is creepy. I think he's demonic. Yeah, he looks like the devil. I think he acts like the devil too. I think he's just a front man for the Vatican. He's probably a Jesuit that was put in place to bring up this company, Amazon, which is great for the nations, but won't be great during the Great Tribulation. I think Amazon will morph into the Mark of the Beast system, or is part of the Mark of the Beast system right now. Because it's such a huge company and such a worldwide company that's spreading everywhere. It's great for convenience. It's great for a 2-day or 1-hour shipping. It's great for free shipping. It's not really free because you pay per year, but it is pretty good. But you have to have a system in place that is worldwide that can actually control everything. You have to have everybody connected to a one system government. And I think Amazon is part of that. Google's part of that. Verizon's part of that. And I think they're all front companies for the Vatican. Yeah. I'm just saying. You can't have control unless you have control. You can't have world control unless you have control. Okay. Julia Reichert, while accepting the award last night, Obama's documentary, for best documentary for her film American Factory, her film, Obama's film, ended her speech with Karl Marx's, communist. They say he's the founder of communism, but the Vatican used him as a puppet. Ended her speech with Marx's infamous rally cry, "Workers of the world unite." That's just creepy. Working people have it harder and harder these days, and we believe that things will get better when workers of the world unite, Reichert said. Well, you have to know that's hiding in plain sight. This is Barack Obama's communism. People, partners, spreading his one world government, deep state agenda. It's creepy. We believe that things will get better when workers of the world unite. Well, he's pushing communism through the movie. Chinese workers, American workers suck. How many businesses and how did the economy do under Barack Obama? Terrible. Yeah. So, why would somebody say we believe that things will get better when workers of the world unite? It's always a promise in the future for things getting better, but nothing ever works. That's communism. That's fascism. That's the deep state. The elite have everything. The workers get nothing. That's what the United States saw under Barack Obama. But it wasn't just the Barack Obama. Obama was the worst and is the worst. But it was also under Bush. It was also under the Clintons. Reagan tried to get out of that, and the Vatican put a hit out on Ronald Reagan. They put Ronald Reagan back in the box with an attempted assassination against his life. Because Reagan wanted to actually make this country better. But you can't, they will not accept, the Vatican will not accept putting presidents in that make nations better without trying to attack them and destroy them and kill them. Kennedy tried to make America better, but he couldn't go forward because the Vatican killed him because Kennedy was a big sinner. Reagan dabbled in witchcraft and horse seances with his wife, this, that, and the other. So there was a big spiritual weakness in Reagan, even though he talked about Jesus. I think Trump coming in 2016 is probably a real honest Christian, not a perfect Christian, but an honest Christian compared to a Catholic Kennedy, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, or a weird New World Order religious Reagan Christian. I'm just telling you, it's all about protection. It's all about your, having the God's protection. But your force fields go down if you short circuit the power of God in your life by contamination. Yeah, saying. Julia Reichert of American Factory Worker People Have It Harder. Yeah. The quote here right there. Yeah. Karl Marx Karl Marx, and communism being promoted at the Oscars. I agree. PoliticalInsider.com. Before the fall of the Soviet Union, this Marx quote was one of the country's official mottos. Perhaps Reichert is not aware. No, she is aware that multiple communist regimes in the 20th century were responsible for murdering more than 100 million people. That's what the fallen angels do through the Vatican the last 2,000 years. And I didn't even go further than that. Now, they blame, the Soviet Union. They blame Mao Zedong. But in reality, they were controlled by the Vatican, hiding mystery, secret Babylon behind the scenes. Communist Cuba is still run by the Vatican. The Vatican lost control of China years back, and they want control back. Yeah, the Vatican implanted communism. The Vatican put communism in China, but lost control of China because of her population explosion and her growth. And the Chinese thought, we don't want the Vatican controlling us. Why do we need to take orders from the Jesuits, from the Vatican? So basically, the Chinese, the Chinese wall, the bamboo wall went up, and it was really against the Vatican's control. That's why the Vatican hates Venezuela. It's the same premise. The Vatican hates Syria. The Vatican hates Iran. The Vatican hates North Korea for the same reasoning. Just saying. And you wonder why these countries are always put as the devil in the media. It's for different reasons than people think. Perhaps Reichert is not aware that that multiple communist regimes in the 20th century were responsible for murdering more than 100 million people. Actually, it was the Vatican through these regimes in pursuit of this goal, with the Soviet Union itself murdering tens of millions. Well, that's the Vatican. The Vatican did that. American Factory last night, or the documentary, that tells the story of a Chinese company's purchase and repurposing of a Chinese company, let's just say communist company's purchase and repurposing of an American factory in Ohio. That's what the Vatican wants. Vatican wants communism in this country. Barack Obama was brought in as a president here, and other presidents before him, to not make America great again, to make America crap. MAC, the Big Mac. Make America crap. Is that a McDonald's logo? Well, it's also a communist it could be used as a communist logo. Make America crap. MAC. That's why they hate Trump. Trump's policies come in direct opposition to communism. Yeah, American Factory tells the story of a Chinese company. Let's just say communist companies purchased and repurposing of an American factory. That's the only reason Barack Obama is in on it. President Obama tweeted out his congratulations to the filmmakers during the Oscars last night, writing, "Congrats to Julie and Steven." Communist. Yeah, he didn't say communist, but I'm saying it. The filmmakers behind American Factory for telling such a complex, deceptive, moving story about the very human consequences of wrenching economic change. Change, that's lingo for we want you communist. Hope and change. I hope you become a communist. I hope you become fascist. And the Antichrist is tweeting out congratulations last night. It's only for an evil purpose. Obama, why do they call him President Obama? He's former president. Thank you very much. Tweeted out his congratulations to the filmmakers last night during the Oscars. Congrats. The Antichrist is congratulating Julie and Stephen. That's all I have to know. I know if the Antichrist is congratulating Julie and Stephen, that Julie and Stephen are evil. Because the Antichrist would never congratulate me. All right? Whoever Obama congratulates has to be connected to evil or are evil. I'm just saying. Barack Obama hates Trump. That's a good sign. Pope Francis, the false prophet, hates Trump. That's a good sign. But when he congratulates Julia last night and Stephen, the filmmakers behind American Factory, they got to be evil for telling such a complex moving story about the very human consequences of wrenching economic change. Yeah, because you did it. Glad to see, Barack Obama, the Antichrist, said, glad to see two talented and downright good people take home the Oscar for Higher Ground's first release. They spit on that. And here's the tweet last night. Creepy. Netflix. The left is finally being open and honest about who they truly are. See, as we get closer to the return of Jesus Christ, more and more information will come out, and via the internet, quicker and quicker. Technology, etc. Yeah, oh yeah, by the power of the Holy Spirit, of who these people really are. Listen, the Bible says that the righteous, those anointed by the Holy Spirit, will understand who the Antichrist is and the false prophet, and will do exploits against them. The book of Daniel says this. Yeah. It's our job to resist the Antichrist and the false prophet. It's our job to resist Barack Obama and Pope Francis. It's our job, Bob. I mean, there was a few glimmers of hope last night. There was a lady who sang a faith song. Remember that weight lady? How do you say it? She's overweight. She sang a faith song last night. It looked like, where there's hope. That seemed to be kind of nice. Like, there you fat shaming her. What do I say? I don't know her name. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, she better lose weight for her health, by the way, too. I'm not fat shaming her. I'm just saying I love you, but you need to lose some weight for your own health. Yeah. Praying for you. Love you. That was kind of nice. The memoriam kind of sucked. They left out some people. Billie Eilish, is that her name? Sang the song. She's got a unique voice, very interesting voice. Shia LaBeouf. I think his little speech there was very interesting because he had his co-star, right? It was the first time I think someone with Down syndrome helped, read the nominations or with Shia. I think that was great. I think that was very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I have a little list as I was watching it last night. Brad Pitt. It could have been great, but it wasn't. The Steve Martin and Chris Rock at the beginning. I think it would have been hilarious if Steve Martin would have done the whole thing. Steve Martin would have chaired the whole night. I don't know too much about Chris Rock. He can be funny. But I would have loved to see Steve Martin, host the whole Oscars last night. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, I mean, Brad Pitt took a hit at Trump's having no witnesses, but it wasn't Trump's fault. The Democrats didn't want witnesses. The Democrats didn't want. They only want witnesses. They only wanted witnesses against Trump in the whole hoax impeachment trial. But the Democrats didn't want witnesses against Biden. So, you can cry all you want, Brad Pitt, but it wasn't Trump's fault. And the whole issue about skin color, can we get over skin color, people? All right? I wasn't around when they were segregating people in different classrooms. Sorry, it's not my fault. And I'm not going to apologize for my skin color. And you know what? Who cares about skin color? If you do a good job, whether you're black, white, brown, red, yellow, pink, green, you should get an award, and you should be whatever. I mean, there's too many black people up there. There's too many white people. There's too many brown people. Stop that. I don't see people going to Africa and saying, how come there's so many black people here? Right? What the heck? How come there's so many brown people in Africa? We need more white. Just get over your skin color. I mean, it gets old, and it actually causes division. Climate change, blah, blah, blah last night. Climate change. Didn't they have that little girl from, what's her name? Yikes. Climate change guru, little kid. Get her off the screen. I thought Shia LaBeouf was great. I call it, I won't tell you what I call this, but anyways. Oh, yeah, Greta Thorne, was she in there? Oh, Thornburg, thorny woman, thorny girl, whatever. We need more women as co-directors. Well, who's stopping you, Bob? Who's stopping you, Bob? American factories sucked. All women are heroes. Well, of course they are. Duh. You know, Joaquin Phoenix, the guy's a little out there, right? I mean, he needs some help. Joaquin Phoenix needs some help. He's mentally unstable. You know that, right? He played a good Joker because he's like the Joker, in my humble estimation. I pray for him. Love you. But stop talking about cows. It's just save the cows. How about save the babies for a change? Save the babies from being aborted and put in vaccinations. Listen, these people, they have this calling of God inside of them to do something, to make a difference. But unless you get born again, spirit-filled, and get your head out of your butts and the demons out of your spirit, souls, and bodies, you're not going to have the right alignment to help this planet. Yeah, I'm just saying. The left is finally being open and honest about who they truly are. Think about it. It wasn't that long ago that when conservatives would accuse liberals of wanting socialism, many Democrats and left pundits would say conservatives were exaggerating. What? Lefties would say that the right was simply using scaremonger tactics, and liberals did not want socialism. Well, you mean now we're at the point where self-described socialists like Senator Bernie Sanders are among the front runners for the Democratic nomination. Now, socialism, people really have different definitions. Do I believe that Bernie Sanders is a true socialist? What's your definition of socialist? Sanders is a deep state puppet. So deep state are run by communism. So yeah, Bernie Sanders is communist, just like Barack Obama is, just like Hillary Clinton. The deep state is communism / fascism. Now, there's certain countries that have socialistic programs or socialism in their country. Doesn't mean those programs are wrong. But for instance, Canada has a socialistic medicine. But the Vatican runs the Canadian government, right? You can only go so far, so high, stay under their control. It's run basically by the Vatican and the Roman Catholic Church throughout Canada. If Canada broke away from Catholicism, the Vatican, it would be stronger and better. Yeah. And then, of course, you have the Queen's influence, Commonwealth country, and the Queen is run by the Vatican. So Canada gets it in both sides. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with countries having programs that help the people. But less government is better, not more government. You don't want a government in any country controlling everything. What are you, nuts? And that's what it's all about, Bob. And that's what Barack Obama is all about. Barack Obama is about the government growing so big it controls everything in a one world demonic government. One world order. One world religion. Same thing. The Vatican is a one world government and one world religion in one. And they want to spread themselves around the world, Bob. Because the Vatican controls it. I'm just saying, and that fallen angels control the Vatican. That's why Bernie Sanders sucks. Self-described socialists, really, it's communists. It's really deep state Vaticanites. Bernie Sanders are among the front runners for the DNC. And his fellow socialists like New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Well, you don't like her because she's Mexican, is she? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. She's Spanish, is she? I don't know. Whatever. I have no problem with different names or different cultures or different nationalities, different skin color. I don't care about that. Are you good or evil? That's all I want to know. I don't care about your skin color, your gender. I don't care. You don't like her because she's Spanish, she's Mexican. She's a woman. I don't care. High-profile heroes, members of their party, more Democrats than ever, openly embracing not only socialism as a label, but also as a policy. And now leftists in Hollywood are quoting Karl Marx at the Oscars. Communism. By the way, Karl Marx was a Jew, which I think is kind of strange as well. Listen, the Vatican will use anybody they can get. They said that Hitler was part Jew. You're going to blame the Jews to be anti-Semitic? Did I say that? Can't we just talk about facts? without going all rogue anti-Semitic here. We can talk about the corruption in the U.S. and not be anti-U.S. We can be talking about the Pope and his corruption and not be anti-Catholic. We can talk about the anti-biblical behaviors of the LGBT communities without being hateful. Well, no. We can talk about how crazy Bernie and AOC is without going after her gender or her cultural background. Da 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 da. You can look it up, but I'm not looking that up. And so the other one here from Daily Wire says the same thing. Obama produced film wins Oscar. Producer quotes Communist Manifesto in acceptance speech. Obama praises. It's just creepy. The first Netflix film produced by former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's production company won an award. It's BS. I mean, Barack Obama won a Nobel Peace Prize for doing nothing. You nuts. Same thing here. Award last night during the Oscars. While accepting the award, the filmmakers recited Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto. Julia Reichert of American Factory received the award and said, working people have it harder and harder these days. We believe that these things will get better and better. We're all workers of the world unite. Comes directly from the Communist Manifesto and was widely noticed by media critics. Well, I noticed it. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not. That's why Barack Obama works with these people. Obama praised them. Glad to see two talented and downright good people take home the Oscar for Higher Ground's first release. Barack Obama's always patting himself on the back. He's a freak. Communism is an ideology of evil and was estimated to be responsible for the deaths of 100 million people last century. And I say it was not communism alone. The Vatican created communism. The Bible is explicit that the Vatican has killed the people in modern history in the last 2,000 years. Freaky. Responses varied online, with the far left praises the speech and everyone else either mocking it or expressing shock or outrage. Far left activist Adam Best responded that Obamas now have a movie that won at the Oscars and Trump is still mad over never winning an Emmy. Imagine he's having a hissy fit right now. Well, you expect demon-possessed people to actually like Trump? Daily Wire responded, do the Obamas also get credit for the filmmakers quoting the Communist Manifesto in her acceptance speech? Yeah, he does, because he's behind it, and that's why he got on Twitter and tweeted a praise for the film and the Oscar, because he's promoting communism, which is this deep state agenda for the whole New World Order. Boom, /fascism. All right, I'm out of here. Hey, DarylLawsonLive.com, my website. If you're not born again, spirit-filled, you're crazy. If you're not born again, spirit-filled, you're cray-cray. Jesus Christ, the Messiah, is coming back to fight the anti-Messiah, the Antichrist, in the near future. Yeah, that's what the whole Battle of Armageddon is all about. Jesus Christ is coming back, and it'll be a no contest. Jesus will crush them. But that's what the whole New World Order is pushing right now, because they know Jesus Christ is about to return, and they're not ready. So Barack Obama, the Antichrist, has to get on Twitter and have his communist friends push communism right in your face at the 92nd Oscars last night. Get born again. Jesus washed my sins away, filled me with the Holy Spirit. Get in the Bible, read it, and do it. Watch my videos. Understand what's going on. Run from all religion. Run to Jesus alone. Get your Bible out and do it. That's all you need, Bob. All you need is Jesus. La, 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 la. Yeah, and that will help you fight this deep state, New World Order, communistic, fascist, one world government that's popping up everywhere more and more, and it's in your face. They're not even hiding it anymore. As we get closer to the return of Jesus Christ, the Messiah, it'll be more and more blatant. The people that are filled with demons and are sinners are just going to go, wow, isn't that nice? Those that get born again, spirit-filled, go, oh, what? Hey. All right, be a hearer and a doer of the scriptures. Run from all religion. I love you guys. People in the chat room. I'll read your comments here in a moment. Pass the information on. I am right. Because the Bible is right, and I'm sticking to the scriptures. Communism at the 92nd Oscars. Antichrist is a communist. 2020. I love you. See you later. Thanks for your prayers and financial support. I'll take a break. I'll be back later doing another live show on Facebook. See you later. God bless you. Pass the information on. DarylLawsonLive.com. Bye for now.